Senator Josh Hawley had a tense exchange with University of Pennsylvania law professor Kate Shaw during the Senate Judiciary Committee hearing. Let's roll the clip, and after that, I'll share my take on why this moment says a lot more than it seems.
And the question is a remedy that binds parties who are not before the court, is that an appropriate thing? I mean, aren't you concerned about judges binding non-parties in their remedies? You may love the ruling, but even if you do, don't you think it's a little bit anomalous for courts to be going out there and binding parties who are not before them? I mean, is that something we want to encourage?
Senator, I think that judges have been issuing rulings that impact non-parties since Marbury versus Madison, right?
So you're not concerned about it?
I'm not. I absolutely think that they can be abused, and
well,
they
no, wait
have
a
been
minute,
abused.
wait a minute. You were very concerned about it just a couple of years ago. Yeah. You said in response to a nationwide injunction on the Biden FDA's mifepristone rules, and I quote, "This injunction's a travesty for principles of democracy, notions of judicial impartiality, and the rule of law."
I think I've been consistent today. That was issued by Judge Kaczmarek in a single judge division. They're a problem. Those are a problem.
With him personally? Wait,
no.
So your testimony is if it's issued by Judge Kaczmarek, it's bad?
No, sir.
It's personal?
That is not my testimony.
Is the problem with the injunction? You were criticizing the universal injunction
issued by a judge in a single judge division. I've been very clear today that those are a problem.
By a Republican judge in a Republican division, then it's bad.
No, Senator.
Otherwise, it's fine.
No, Senator. I think that single judge divisions
are a problem.
What is the
principal difference? I'm looking for a principle. I understand you hate the president. I understand you love all of these rulings against him. You and I both know that's not a principle. You're a lawyer. What's the principle that divides when issuing a nationwide injunction is okay when it's not? When the Biden administration was subject to nationwide injunctions, you said that they were travesties for the principle of democracy. You didn't say the referral to Judge Kaczmarek was a travesty. You said his injunction was a travesty for principles of democracy. Yeah. So, in other words, the translation is just you didn't like the outcome. Is that right?
Here's the thing. Nationwide injunctions, a legal paradox. Critics, including Kate Shaw, have varied their stances on their legitimacy, leading to questions about judicial consistency. Is binding non-parties routine, or is it a judicial activism? When a single judge can rewrite the federal policy, it demands a principle beyond political leanings. Without it, the legal system risks becoming a stage for political maneuvering, not impartial justice. Consistency is the key, regardless of the administration in power. And you know what? You have made it this far, and I thank you. Seriously, every like, every comment, and when you subscribe, it helps us keep pushing our insights that cut through the noise. And it doesn't really cost you that much, not cost you a thing, but it means the world to us and helps us fuel this whole mission. So if you got value, please tap that button and join the conversation. Going back, speaking of signals and interpretations, while the legal world grapples with its own inconsistencies, the financial world constantly deciphers subtle cues from powerful figures. And just yesterday, recently, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell delivered a speech where, beneath the measured words, he gave some subtle but unmistakable alarm signals. And personally, I think you should see this. So click just right here. Yep, I guess that there. And watch Jerome Powell's speech. And what does subtle alarms truly mean for you? See you on the other side. Duck Vince. Ciao.